there. Hello there. How are you? Long time no see. Hope you're doing all right. Please, before you go any further, I beg of you, please subscribe. Please subscribe. Give me a like too if you're feeling sweet as pie. But if you could subscribe, that would be absolutely wonderful, because we are heading into an intense time in the UEFA Women's Champions League and the WSL and the FA Cup. Rue and I are trying to stay across the NWSL. Life is busy, and so is women's football. So please subscribe, but stay across it with us all. That would be brilliant. Also, excuse this because I've been travelling today and I'm looking worse than a man down. My hair's greasy. I smell probably a BO, and it's freezing here. It's absolutely freezing. Anyway, good to be home. Good to see you. And let's just get into this little bit of a tasty little number from Chelsea. It's interesting because I think to go away to get a 1-goal lead against the current champions, those who you've battled it out with before, who you kind of can't seem to get past over the last few years, and to take the 1-goal lead, I think is starting to show maybe that mentality, maybe those learning lessons that Chelsea have had over the years, and especially in this competition. It'll be different to what happened to the FA Cup. It'll be different in the WSL. But in this competition, they've got so much to prove. Excuse me. So I was travelling, took off, landed, half-time, 1-0 up, Erin Cuthbert. I was like, fair enough, because Risha and I sit here all the time. We're talking about maybe how underrated Erin Cuthbert is. And when I was reading the match preview going into this game, again, Erin was one of those players who's really highlighted for Chelsea, but we always seem to focus on the absence of Sam Kerr, Millie Bright, the players who are globally known. And Erin Cuthbert, I think, has just been such a superstar in the WSL and for Chelsea for so long, but perhaps because Scotland haven't torn it up on the international stage, maybe sometimes she is underrated. But I think for her to step up in that game, what a goal, by the way, it was from Erin, took that perfectly well, completely composed under pressure, and ran around the defence and gets a great goal to put them 1-0 up away from home, which is the crucial thing here, because next Saturday at Stamford Bridge, bearing in mind the last crowd, that last turnout there at Stamford Bridge for Chelsea, which was a positive 32,000, I'm going to say. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think if they can get the fans and bums on seats for that game, especially against the reigning champions, with being 1 goal in front, I think it could be their time. It could be their chance in this competition. And it's amazing how things have changed in such a few weeks for Chelsea, where they're at, the conversations and the press conferences with Emma Hayes that were hard to even understand what that was fully about. And Rue, to be fair, in her touch on it, she's like, maybe she's just a genius. And we're all sitting here scratching our heads and she's just got it under control. Well, that performance today from Chelsea shows that they have it together. They're unified. They're on it. They are gunning for this competition. And there was a moment towards the end of the game, I think it was Alexia Putellas, could have had a chance, didn't take it. And also Mary Ramirez towards the end of the game too could have made it 2-0 for Chelsea and put it wide above the bar. But there was also that really weird moment, that really, really strange moment that we don't see all too often if VAR gets it right or wrong. Your thoughts on this will be interesting too. Personally, yeah, I think they got it right. It was offside. It looked like a handball on Buchanan. I actually think it did look like she kind of pulls her shoulder kind of out the way and the ball kind of gets her here. And Barcelona are awarded a penalty. So Hannah Hampton's been told by referee Stephanie Frappart, get in your goal, stand back off. The ball's in a spot, getting ready for Frappart to blow the whistle and take the penalty. Next minute, VAR finally pipes up and goes, come on back, look at the screen. She looks at the screen and it ended up being that Barcelona were offside anyway. But did you think that was the case? Was that an interesting one? Were Chelsea a little bit lucky, a little bit fortunate in that situation to escape without that penalty being given? You can let me know what you think about that. But overall, I think next week is going to be very, very interesting. I mean, absolutely dripping dripping with players, that Barcelona side. I got to the final last year and was just so impressed with their pace, their power, their athleticism. They were unbelievable to watch, especially in that second half, because they were 2-0 down in the first half against Wolfsburg, come flying out in the second half and were unbeatable. And that's the thing, you look at them now going into this second leg at Stamford Bridge, looking to do damage. Emma Hayes said it in her press conference too, we know Barcelona can go up a gear. She's still not thinking about the fairy tale endings, but you have got to use this as momentum. What's been a tricky couple of weeks, few weeks even maybe, and now take it to Stamford Bridge, give the fans what they want, and give Chelsea Women's Football Club that one trophy that's escaped them since Emma Hayes' tenure at the Bridge. It will be fascinating. I'm going to be there. I'm going to be hosting it for DAZN. You can watch it, by the way, on DAZN on the website, dazn.com/women's football. Make sure you get yourself all set up and registered. It's free to watch there too. I'm going to be with Emma Byrne at that game, so that'll be a fun show. Also very, very intense. I'm wondering what could happen, and then we'll make sure that Rush and I do a full review. We're also going to have a catch up, I think on Monday, potentially have a catch up with Rush. I've not seen her for a week now, so we'll get through all the details. They've got a big game coming up tomorrow, and I think if they can win that game, they look safer, but mathematically, anything's still possible. Also, I just want to say the last video is done very, very well, so I appreciate you getting involved with that, and make sure that you get in your comments. You can leave us your thoughts on how this is going to go, this second leg. You can let me know your thoughts on the game as well. Like I say, I didn't get to watch the whole thing because I was travelling. But are you surprised? Can they do it? Can they go all the way in the Champions League? Because if they are to get past Barcelona, they're going to meet Lyon or PSG. Now, I think PSG are a great side at the minute, but we always know they'll struggle against Lyon. So that semi-final is next Sunday, and then we will know on Sunday evening who will be in that final at Bilbao on the 25th, 26th of May weekend. Will it be Chelsea? And if they get there, what chance do they stand of lifting that iconic, prestigious piece of silverware? And would you be happy with it? Would you be happy? Even if you're an Arsenal fan, a United fan, would you want to see it for Emma Hayes? Because I feel that a lot of opinions have changed of Emma Hayes over the last couple of weeks. I still trust and love Emma Hayes. Albeit, we know I've not been a Chelsea fan all my life, but I want it for her. I want her to win the Champions League and then sail off into the sunset to the US. But anyway, get involved in the comments. Good to catch up. Make sure you like, subscribe. And I'm maybe going to do a little cheeky vlog for you tomorrow at the Emirates. And then I will see you on Tuesday with our gal, Rusha.